Hey peeps, it's me. I'm not gonna rant or anything like that. I've decided I'm gonna do a little informational bit on a informational series on gym etiquette, because I figured, maybe people just don't know about it or understand it. So I'm here to help to understand it, without being, aggressive with it or ranting about it like I did in that one blog. But we're not talking about that. Okay, it's gonna be a series of videos. Each one is gonna have about 5 gym etiquette rules, and some of the rules might have a 2-part to it. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, gym etiquette rule number 1: re-rack your weights and put them in the correct order. This is not only so that the gym looks clean, at least the re-racking part. This is also for safety, because people can fall and trip on it, because people don't generally watch where they're going, unfortunately, for the majority of the time, and they can fall and hurt themselves on the weights, especially the heavy like 95-pound weights or so. In the smaller weights, they can just put their foot on top of it and roll right out from under them, and there they go falling. The in order part is so that they're easier to find, because there's nothing more frustrating than looking for a particular weight in the free weights to do, and you can't find them because they're put where they're not supposed. They're put back, but they're not where they're supposed to be. So it's best to try to keep them in order. Gym etiquette rule number 2: do not gossip about others in the gym, and keep your personal life to yourself. Okay? It's best. I know people are going to be people. They're going to gossip, talk about others, but at least try to limit it to a minimum, because everybody's there to work out, not to talk about others, especially in a bad way. It's good to, say, oh, they're doing so good, they look so, then, they're getting good results, they're looking good, whatever. But don't try to get into their speculate about personal lives and all that, because that's just not conducive to a gym atmosphere. Gym etiquette rule number 3, and this one's gonna have a 2-part. Okay, the first part of this rule is, if others are waiting on a piece of equipment and you're doing more than one set, allow others to work in. You might be doing, like, let's say 4 sets. You take a break in between each set. Well, let somebody else that's waiting on the machine use the machine, because more than likely they won't. They'll just do one set and then let you have it back, and then they'll work in between each set. Now here's the second part of the rule: if you are working in on somebody, let them have the equipment back in between your sets also, and set it back to the way they had it, and have the whole setup the way they had it set up. They're more likely to let you work in again if they know that you're going to be courteous enough to set everything back the way they had it. Okay, gym etiquette rule number 4. Ladies, I know you like tight clothing, this little skimpy stuff, especially when working out, because it's more comfortable. However, this distracts a lot of guys, and it can cause them to get hurt. So wear something more appropriate to the gym, especially if you don't want that negative attention. I mean, you can't go in there wearing something like that and not expect the guys to be goggling you, or in some instances they will actually try to, pick you up or whatever. So if you don't want the negative attention, don't wear, those kind of clothing. Gym etiquette rule number 5, sorry. This is going to also be another 2-parter. The first part of this rule is, do not do circuit training during busy hours, or peak time as they call it. It's mainly for your benefit, because you're more than likely going to get interrupted because somebody else is using the equipment in between your sets. And the purpose of a circuit train is not to take any breaks until you get done to that last piece of equipment on that circuit, because that's your set, that last piece of equipment you use. Okay, on to the second part of this rule. If you do a circuit during peak or busy hours, do not get mad if you do get interrupted, because it's going to happen. I mean, because people's got to use the equipment, and everybody don't have time to stand around while you are running around each equipment doing it, just to keep from interrupting your set. So just expect it to happen if you do this during business hours. Busy hours, I mean. You might notice a little like blank here, but I was done with mine. I just didn't get a chance to, finalize it. Well, that's it for now. There will be more there will be more to come. I hope you find this information useful, and I hope it helps. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you later.